A very warm welcome to the KDF Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Patience Asambu. The Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. And in our highlights tonight, Chief of Defense Forces visits Department of Defense Welfare site. Stepping out for children with diabetes. Commander Kenya Air Force visits Defense Forces Technical Training College. Mentoring the future generation. Start us off. The Chief of Defense Forces General Charles Kahariri paid a visit to the Department of Defense Camp Administration Unit Welfare site at the Defense Headquarters to assess the progress of construction and harmonize fine details of the project. The site houses Defense Forces Welfare Services, Military Wives Association of Kenya, and the Department of Defense Camp Administration places of worship, including the Anglican Church, the DOD Mosque, and the Roman Catholic Church, currently under construction. General Kahariri said the project will improve the welfare of both the KDF personnel and their families as a whole.
General Kahariri lauded the contractors and management team for the meticulous work exhibited in the finished building, noting that he is certain the same will be reflected once the mosque and churches are completed by the end of the year. The Chief of Defense Forces also addressed troops present at the site, reasserting the need for them to remain alert and astute in maintaining security while acknowledging the increase in security complexity.
Defense Principal Secretary Dr. Patrick Marero held extensive discussions with the officials from the Kenya United States Liaison Office. The meeting, led by Ms. Joy Islak, who is responsible for global partnerships at the Office of the Secretary of Defense of the United States, aimed to track the progress of formulating an integrated defense workforce policy. The policy aims to help the Ministry of Defense achieve an integrated workforce and address human resource gaps affecting civilian personnel to enhance their welfare and morale.
In his remarks, the Defense Principal Secretary acknowledged the government of the United States for their support, adding that both local and international benchmarks have been concluded and report writing will commence in the coming days. He further emphasized on the importance of collaboration between military and civilian formations and looks forward to having the two arms work in an integrated manner to help achieve the overall mandate of the ministry. Some of the issues identified as possible areas of collaboration between the two countries include leadership, policy development and implementation, risk management, human resource management, and financial management, among others.
Moving on, Kenya Defense Forces personnel conducted a mentorship program at the Kitengela International School during the Career Day themed KDF Day at Syokimau in Machakos County. The students were taken through the mandate, roles, and organization of the KDF and were at the same time implored to be more vigilant on terrorism and radicalization activities as youth, as they are the main targets of terror groups.
The students also had an opportunity to interact with the KDF team on the various career paths available, including nursing, engineering, law, journalism, aviation, disaster response and rescue, and diving, among others.
In grade 7, we're learning about different careers, so the school decided that it will be a good thing to invite the KDF to teach us about their careers and what they do.
They have a lot of opportunities that I never even considered, like medicine. I've seen a doctor today here in Scrubs, and he's still part of the KDF. I've seen the pilots, the aeronautical engineers, so I've learned so much from them.
In her remarks, the head of school, Madam Elizabeth Gatti, expressed her gratitude to the KDF team for taking time off their busy schedule to visit and mentor the students, whom she referred to as future leaders.
In the KDF, it's not only about keeping the borders safe. There is also professionalism, and you see they've known that they're engineers, they're pilots, they're doctors. All the careers that they see out here, they have seen them that the KDF have.
Major General Fatma Ahmed, Commander Kenya Air Force, visited the Defense Forces Technical College in Embakasi Garrison here in Nairobi to assess the quality and effectiveness of training at the institution. She was welcomed by Major General Luka Kuto, the General Officer Commanding Eastern Command. Defense Forces Technical College is a constituent college of National Defense University, Kenya, focused on training technical human resource, leveraging on modern technology for the Kenya Defense Forces. Take a look.
During the visit, Commander Kenya Air Force toured the college departments, including laboratories and printing press, acknowledging the significant role DevTech plays in combating external aggression and protecting the country. She later visited the Eastern Command headquarters.
It is just important for CAF headquarters to initiate a conversation with DevTech, the legal person, so that continuously then it will be easy to communicate and coordinate as we focus on how best to protect our motherland, and DevTech has a huge contribution towards that end.
Still on the Air Force Commander, Major General Fatma Ahmed visited Moi Forces Academy's secondary and primary schools to assess the school's progress in preparing learners for their future careers. The commander received a detailed briefing from the chief principal, Mr. James Minor, and the primary headmistress, Mrs. Jacqueline Okwaro, on the establishment, infrastructure, ongoing activities, school performance, and challenges faced by Moi Forces Academy.
During the visit, Commander Kenya Air Force stressed the importance of implementing proper measures to enhance future performance, encouraging teachers to collaborate effectively to ensure students receive a high-quality education.
I want to motivate all of us to remain focused on your academic journey. Put your best foot forward. Don't remove your eyes from the ball.
She also urged the school heads to maintain a high level of discipline and provide quality mentorship to both teachers and staff, aiming for overall better performance. Moi Forces Academy is a center of excellence, and the school's commitment to fostering academic and extracurricular excellence has made it a preferred institution for holistic education.
Kenya Defense Forces Bora Cup Challenge board members drawn from the 3 services held a 2-day seminar themed Understanding Components of Mission Readiness at the Defense Headquarters here in Nairobi. KDF Bora Cup Challenge establishes a framework for services, formations and units to compete in selected activities, aiming to enhance operational readiness, cohesion and esprit de corps.
While addressing the participants, Major General Leuria, the Assistant Chief of Defense Forces in charge of operations, plans, doctrine, and training, reminded the panel of their role to assess the current implementation, identify challenges, and recommend necessary solutions to enhance mission readiness.
It is therefore important that we must clearly, as a force, understand our primary mission and what this calls in terms of our responsibility to the nation as a whole.
During the presentations and discussions, the participants were guided through various topics, including the constitutional mandate of the KDF, supply policies, medical policies, infrastructure policies, welfare and compensation policies, audit policies, and monitoring and evaluation, among others.
And in health matters, Major General Dr. George Nganga, the Director of Medical Services, visited Kenya Navy headquarters to assess ongoing medical operations and review the site where a new CT scan facility will be constructed.
The visit is a testament of KDF's commitment to improving healthcare services for its personnel and ensuring state-of-the-art medical equipment are made available for the provision of quality medical care, fostering a healthy and ready force. The addition of the CT equipment to the facility will be part of a broader initiative to modernize the hospital's diagnostic capabilities, providing advanced medical imaging technologies that are critical for accurate diagnosis and effective treatment. The visit marks a significant step towards enhancing the healthcare infrastructure of the Kenya Defence Forces' ongoing efforts to upgrade their medical services, ensuring its personnel are well cared for as they serve the nation.
Kenya Defence Forces joined other Kenyans for a walk for children with diabetes. The 13th edition of the Diabetes Walk, themed Step Out for Children with Diabetes, took place at the Carnival Grounds. The annual event, organized by Kenya Diabetes Management and Information Center in conjunction with other organizations, aimed at raising funds for the provision of insulin for children aged 18 years and below from disadvantaged backgrounds living with diabetes. Further, it aimed at creating awareness of the condition.
In his flag-off speech, the Director, Ministry of Health Directorate of Family Health, Isaac Bashir, called on Kenyans to adopt healthy lifestyles, emphasizing on early diabetes diagnosis.
This event is not just a walk, it's a significant stride towards a brighter future for children living with diabetes in Kenya.
KDF has been at the forefront in contributing towards this cause through tremendous initiatives, including research management and providing healthcare for children living with diabetes. A minute of silence was observed in memory of the late General Francis Ogolla, who was remembered for being one of the best champions for the diabetes cause and never failing to participate in the event.
Kenya Defence Forces troops from Chemolingot Forward Operating Base in Baringo County, deployed under the Operation Maliza Uhalifu in North Rift, carried out a 2-day water distribution program for schools in Tiaty East and West sub-counties. The sub-counties are currently experiencing dry season, heightened water scarcity, which poses a major challenge to the learning institutions in the region, with learners having to walk several kilometers in search of the vital commodity.
The program benefited 4 schools, namely Chemgarwa Primary School, Chemolingot School for the Deaf, Silale High School, and Riongo Primary School. Speaking during the program, the officer commanding Chemolingot Forward Operating Base, Major Abdi Shukri, indicated Kenya Defence Forces' commitment to improving the learning environment for pupils. The school heads thanked the Kenya Defence Forces troops for their gesture, noting that limited access to water has a negative impact on academic performance, attendance, enrollment, and its availability helps the children stay in schools, reducing chances of them engaging in banditry activities.
Kenya Defence Forces Base Protection Platoon, deployed in Goma under the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, participated in a simulation exercise on the Integrated Security Plan to coordinate all security efforts and ensure protection of United Nations personnel and assets in high-risk areas. Under the leadership of Lieutenant Abdikarim Abdiaziz, the platoon demonstrated professionalism in safeguarding the force headquarters. The drills involved command elements from different security teams responding to simulated scenarios. The scenarios required immediate reactions and the implementation of appropriate procedures. Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday for the KDF Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Patience Assam. Goodbye.